This is Internet Connections, a show where we share stories of millennials who use their internet powers for good to meet people in real life. My name is Mary, and on this episode, we're going to share stories of couples who met online to create their own cyber love stories. My name is Mary. I'm an instructional designer, and for fun, I like to travel. I like to sing also, and travel specifically to experience culture. That's a big deal. When I was dating online, my approach was to basically try one site at a time. I hadn't really done it seriously before. So meeting people one site at a time, going out on dates, because for me, I was a serial dater and often in a relationship. So this time around, I wanted to date, go out, have fun, and just meet new people. And with that, I had a little bit of a screening process after one bad date. So I started meeting with people on video first before I went out to see did the conversation match the profile. So that was my approach. One weakness is really being probably very independent, very like career oriented. And it sounds like a good thing, right? But if you don't make room for somebody else in your life, then that could be a problem. If someone meets you and you look like you have it all together and you really don't, right? They just want to know where they fit in your life and what they bring to your life. So there was a time where I was uninvited to a Christmas party. So the guy I was dating at the time, he said that I was acting like, I was the only person he could get. So he was like, well, you don't need to come to my company Christmas party if you feel like that. So I almost got uninvited, but we talked about it. And I'm glad it worked out because I like a good steakhouse and a good party. So, but it was a big deal. It was a big deal because he felt that I wasn't appreciating him at that point.
My name is Brittany Major, and I do many things for a living. Full time, I am an admin support coordinator for a virtual brokerage. I also own a business working with other small businesses doing social media and things of that nature. And I run a nonprofit organization, among some other things. Um, what do I like to do for fun? I like to cook. I like to shop. I like to go to concerts. I'm a concert head. And just hang out, enjoy life, have fun.
Damian Major. I'm an instructional coach, so basically, like, I teach teachers. What I like to do for fun? Play video games. Pretty much anything with my kids is fun for me. Or like other people's kids too. Sometimes same. What Britt said. I didn't have a list specifically of like what I was looking for. I knew what I didn't want because I dated that already, and I was like, yeah, nah. So it was like prior to meeting Britt, I knew like, all right, I can't deal with these specific things. So if a person shows these particular attributes, yeah, I can't keep it with you. Like if your voice sounds crazy, like I can't talk to you for too long. So it kind of like by the time I got to her, I knew I wanted to be with somebody who was intelligent. I think that was like the biggest thing, and somebody that I felt comfortable having my daughter around. Those were like the two biggest things for me.
So what I did not want was someone who had children and someone who lacked any type of ambition. I didn't want anyone who didn't have at least, a tiny bit of education, and also street sense, common sense, some awareness of what was going on around them in the neighborhood, in the world, and just whatever. I needed someone who could help carry a conversation and not just, listen to each other breathe on the phone, because it was going to be time out for that. We have to be friends before everything. Friendship plays a part in our relationship because the baseline is, if I don't like you, we can't be together. On a consistent basis, because there are some days I don't like him, but that's just life in general. But if we don't have a friendship, and we're not connecting on that level, then everything else that we've built on us being friends is purposeless. It means nothing.
I would say like it plays a big role. I'll be honest, like initially we wasn't friends. Like we started off like relationship hardcore at the jump, and I had to learn how to be her friend, and she had to do likewise, because we was really on some, just really into the relationship. And as years have gone on, that's how it's been like, oh, I gotta like really get to know you. I have to like really learn, how you think and how you move, and what are the things that bother you, what are the things that inspire you. All those different things is like what we really had to develop, and like really becoming her friend, to like listen to her, and then not only listen but now acting on it, and not taking things so personal. Because I think sometimes as friends you're more likely to listen to the other person's side of things and be willing to be receptive to it, versus like when you're just looking at it from a relationship lens where you're taking everything personal, where it's like, dang, I feel like that was a slight against me, but as a friend I'm like, okay, I can see how you feel that way, and that's definitely made our relationship work a lot better.
The way that I've seen Damien change and grow over time is he's began to forgive himself, and you can see that in the way that he changes, the way he interacts, the way that he's grown, professionally and personally, and even inside our relationship you can see that he has worked more on himself to be a better person for the people surrounding him.
I think the way that I've seen Brittany grow within our relationship has been being able to show the compassion that I need. Also, my daughter, because we're very sensitive, like extremely sensitive. And she's very straightforward, like, all right, it's matter of fact with a lot of things. And so sometimes, like, learning how to deal with somebody who's like sensitive to things is difficult. So seeing her adapt and make those changes, and then also learning how to have conversations about certain things, and being mindful of like, hey, if I approach it this way, they're not gonna respond very well to it. So adapting to those things, I think, has been like the biggest. Do I think that relationships are 50-50? Hell no.
Absolutely.
Nah, like it's times where it's gonna be 80-20, it's times where it's gonna be 60-40, it's times it's gonna be 90-10, because it's gonna be days where you're not gonna be 100%. You're not gonna be able to give half and the other person give half, and you're gonna have, you know, a lower reservoir kind of to give into that relationship. So being mindful of that and being able to have that conversation with the person, like, hey, yo, I'm not 100 right now, so I need you to do a little bit more of this lifting, so that this could work. And being able to be receptive to that, to be like, okay, cool, I gotta put a little bit more in. And that's how I think any relationship is gonna need to be.
No, relationships are not 50-50. Never will be. It don't matter if anybody says anything. You have to put in 100, and that person, the other person, has to put in 100. And like Damien said, it's not, you're both not putting in 100 all the time, but you also can't both come to the table with 50. There's gonna be times where somebody is short somewhere, financially, emotionally, physically, mentally, and the other person has to bring that other percentage to make the whole 100. And then when you come together as 100, and you 200 is always better than 100. So no, it's definitely not 50-50 at all.
That's that girl math.
That's that girl math.
Internet connection.
Episode 1, scene 2, take 1.
Scene 2, take 1.
Is recording.
Oh, it's on top.
Hey.
Alright, I'll take the computer out the shot. So don't rush this.
You can see your face half the time you're looking at me.
I'm gonna charge it over here.
I guess I can since you got that camera all over my face.
But Mary, I relate so much. Look at me.
What?
A lot of your perspective.
Oh, really?
And
That makes me feel human.
yeah, because
I'm too rigid.
I'm just letting you know this whole thing's up. Yes, this is a king situation.
Alright, internet connections. Roll 1, scene 1, take.
Hold on. Stop, switch over here because it's reflecting the light. It's good. You got
Let's go grab this food right now.
Alright.
Pause that one.
Alright,
Hold on,
started.
stop that one and start it back up.
Could you reach back?
Yeah, I got you.
Just want to show that she was asking.
Yeah, I know. So we're gonna wait until Steph sit down.
Yes, this is a king situation.
Alright, internet connections. Roll 1, scene 1, take.
Hold on. Steph, switch over here because it's reflecting the light. You can't see the writing. Yeah. Like this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright, internet connections. Roll 1, scene 1, take 4.